Dearly beloved, we are here today. Kimless. Corpseless. Bootsless. But we must carry on. We must carry on. We gotta be a brave little boy. It's just me now. I'll be strong. Let's talk to this man who is totally not smoking.
Damn jam, my man. What's up?
You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back.
Do you?
Has some good, but those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man? Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
Sorry, my computer is making weird noises. Eh?
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces a person to commit a criminal offense that the person would have otherwise been unlikely to commit, usually through some trickery, persuasion, or fraud.
Of course not.
Then what's your deal here?
I'll be straight. No!
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration. Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here.
I mean, you try, but doesn't mean you can't succeed.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
Okay, drama. I think it's the speakers, man. Because he has rad speakers and he doesn't let me have them.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool.
Thank you, thank you. Because Kim, listen, one day I'll learn how to read, but it was not last stream that I've learned how to read. And Kim went to take the corpse back to the precinct. So now I am alone until tomorrow morning.
Oh yes! You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Question.
No, I don't think you can play without Kim. It's just Kim's not here until tomorrow. Because I don't know how to read.
You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try them out. No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers, an extremely reputable guy. What?
A convincing performance. Bravo.
Thank you, drama. Thank you. Finally, drama is coming out.
Look, officer, I'm just a retailer. You'd have to talk to my supplier if you got questions about the supply chain. That's how the game works.
Humanitarian aid macaronis?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here.
Yo,
No shame,
comfy
only
pants though.
freedom. I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits, just economic freedom. Take a look around.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn
Also,
with
welcome in and out.
sunflower seeds and a dust-choked
Thank
air.
you for coming in.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
Sweet, no permits means less work for me. Let's move on.
Right.
Is there a
Revachol
discount
the
for
best
cool
place for
officers like me?
independent- No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
But did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on sale?
Are these is things really on sale?
My man, you know how the game is played. You and me, we should work together. What do you think? Shake things up? Anything for you.
Don't wink at me like that.
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
Not to mention.
Very cool. I like your style.
No need
And
to show his
first
face.
fail of the night. Let's go. I want your money now. Thank you.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Did he just cock his gun? Did you guys hear something like... I heard something... Listen, you only YOLO, right? YOLO. YOLO, YOLO. Because I am corrupt? I don't remember. Being corrupt, I mean.
Ah, yes. Lots of cops are. You see, I'm an honest entrepreneur. I can't help you if you don't. The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed. A man who knows his style.
Inland Empire, my beloved. Okay, I guess you can go talk to Joyce. Or I can go back to the library and... I haven't talked to them yet.
Life doesn't need. I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
Ronnie, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Ball time.
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They
Let's
would
go. Red check.
have their way.
83. Let's fail. Let's go. I I didn't fail! Oh, what am I doing? Oh, what am I doing?
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline that precedes every victory. Time has frozen.
I'm gonna feel the ball.
Is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it. Probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning.
Don't make a joke, Ronnie. Don't make a joke. Don't make a joke, Ronnie. Don't make a joke about sponsored balls. Let's go.
Already, your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
Taking the surroundings.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball. West, in the Grand Couronne area, a sharp overhand left from Arsène Luc Edelbrock sends the Samarin heavyweight champion, Kostya Miasnok Kostanicha, flying to the mat. The crowd goes wild. Revachol loves the heroes. An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency.
Let's go.
Behold the fear and confusion reflecting in the eyes of the two feeble geezers. They are in awe.
I'm gonna break someone's window, aren't I? I'm gonna break my window again. They just fixed it and I'm gonna break it again. Oh boy, here we go. I hated doing this in school.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
Hey, whoopsie.
What the hell is your problem?
What, you didn't do this in school? I'm a god of track and field. Why would I have a problem with anything?
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
Don't be a sore loser. It's a fair game between you two. Second place is a podium.
You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull.
P-Tank?
Yes, pétanque. You ruined our pétanque game. We want our bull back.
Go in the water.
Take it easy, René.
It doesn't float, it's metal. You can go...
Isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Do you want this one that I... Do you want my ball pulled out my... Oh, no!
Will this... No, it will goddamn not.
Thank you, officer. This is really something. Honestly, I think it's better than our old bull, even.
Mon Dieu. All right, fine. What do you want, officer? Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight. She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday. It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee. No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me. Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's...
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now? Yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my scent. Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement, but this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinez, the union is the law, so can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
'Tis true, sire. He knows nothing.
I don't know if I should trust drama
This
ever.
is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
Spoilers, Inland Empire, spoilers!
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Heavy artillery fire, you say? That's the best kind of artillery fire. Very interesting.
Why what? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your cap. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't so, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
That's what she said. Hey!
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first. Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
He approves of this radical approach. Knows it was necessary.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still hold influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things.
Why do I have opinions? No, I don't think. I just do.
I'm just so damn sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains,
Excuse me?
I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with. It doesn't. That was 100 years ago. It had nothing to do with anything. Damn Frisel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frisel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him, and he doesn't want to admit it.
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You are still in the... Ah, yes! King Philip III, on his steed. I remind...
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded. A nation is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was such madness to try to...
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
The Carabineer doesn't reply.
Right.
Okay, so that's all.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
Case solved.
Cracked it. All in a good day's work.
What did I crack?
What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
It's her husband, the missing husband.
And you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman. Protect and serve, recruit.
I'm making a fool of
Do
myself.
marriages make any sense? Does honor? You're not a filthy philosopher. There's no need for champagne when they're...
Wait, couldn't I interact with that ball before? Oh well. I know it's not her husband.
God damn it, I already told you. My husband isn't missing.
I found him nevertheless.
Very well then. Where is he?
There.
Excuse me? I don't follow.
I found the working class drunk and I thought he might be yours.
Right, because working class women come with alcoholic husbands. You know what?
What?
You were right. I do have an alcoholic husband. Although not that one.
Is he missing as well?
No, he's not. Or maybe he is, I don't know. He's probably in the park or in Shamrock somewhere, drinking with his friends. I haven't seen him for... Well, to hell with him.
Don't worry, I'm gonna find him.
Size, but
Alright, go ahead.
What does he look like?
Honestly, not that different from you.
He's disco?
Oh, thank God, no. It hasn't come down. Well, he's...
wait. Did she just imply that you're fat? You're not fat. The body type she's referring to is called a Franco-Nigerian hard body.
I see, what
What
else?
else? He was wearing a dark brown leather jacket with a bright blue inner lining. It's his cool jacket. God knows it's too cold to run around in this, but he refuses to change.
Who cares about the cold when you have your cool jacket to wear?
Yeah.
You can completely sympathize.
I even tried throwing it away once, but he just dug it out of the bin. Can you believe it? Well, what can you do? I hope that at least that extra lining helps him keep warm at night. I wouldn't like him to catch cold.
Oh, sweetie.
So you are going to look for him.
I will.
Thank you. Please do. Even though I'm sure he will return home by himself. Right. What about yesterday morning? He went to the library. He went to retrieve my book and he promised, because we talked about this. We talked about not wandering off again.
Gone for around 36 hours then. Damn, this is a missing persons case. She turns away from you in an attempt. She gives you a shot.
Okay, I'll find your husband. Don't worry, I got you. He's already dead, but you know. I'll find his corpse. Yay! Oh. Okay, I'll go to the library. Oh, I want to talk to you actually.
You broke down the back door, the wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark.
It's necessary to resort to extreme measures.
I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no just a door. This place is cursed, detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house. I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything.
I thought the curse wasn't real.
You didn't. You're nothing but a policeman. All right. You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area.
I already was.
Her facade has dropped.
But before we go on, tell me. Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she knows. Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked. Okay, but please, only a few. The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Didn't that curtain just move?
But officer, there's nothing natural about entire companies declaring bankruptcy. I'm talking about cacodemons feeding off
Cacodemons?
practices and disappointing it. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell. It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
I have new words.
Such raves may prove a formidable enemy.
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
So much for the
Wards help to keep
words.
the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies. Oh, this! No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans. With a
Yeah,
spell
of course.
compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books and yes, the Simonese are very crafty and their wards.
The woman looks.
I talk to Annette. Tell her that I broke down the door.
Hi, Ace Detective.
Okay. I am the ace detective. Thank you for noticing that. Oh, I need my lantern again. Wait. There we go. I did a good number on that door, I think. What do I know? Oh, it's the filament. Oh, I can't do it without Kim,
Looks like
though.
Someone tried to reconceptualize their business here. Look, the skis and rotorblades both bear the same slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other. That's a good question. Reality is ruthless.
Mm-hmm. I have 4 cases of sorry cop and boring cop. I need to do better. I need to stop having a conscience. My problem is having a brain. But I'm gonna wait for Kim. Because he wants to know what's up with the nerds.
A thick layer of coal dust. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Smear your hands with coal.
A lush layer of coal. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint.
Let's go, war paint.
3 dangerous stripes appear onto your cheeks, telling stories of your wild soul. It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other.
I hear the murderer of the hanged man.
Maybe it's coming from, or maybe you're just hungover again.
I got extra points because I put on war paint.
A hollow ring.
Oh,
goes
oops.
Through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
And I kicked the furnace. Okay, let me just finish inspecting this place. Oh, now you auto-saved game. Not before when I couldn't fucking read like a normal person. No.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a cup inside a secret room. It seems like an old way. There is. Inside.
I'm gonna stick my hand in the hole.
Blackness. Your hand reaches deep into darkness. A fit service weapon for a fit officer. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around Martinez. This is an interesting coincidence. Could prove useful in some way. This is a good find.
Thank you. I already knew it was there. Excellent find.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. You slip your fingers under the frozen. No, this is going to need something else. If you want to try again, then you
equip the pry bar by going to the
turning the crank. Feel it's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur.
Damn.
What better to assuage the creeping sense of fate?
Tools. I need the other thing, the Kvalsend.
Orange machine is
Yeah.
like an old submarine.
I need the Kvalsend one.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Insane mashed up. Let's go. My +1 drama. Let's go. So now I can go through here. Let's go. Ooh, money. Do I still want to...
A few bricks have fallen off.
No, I could also... I think I entered through here last time. I think I broke a hole in the wall.
The bear's eyes are still.
Okay, let's go in the thing.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace. Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then...
Hello?
You've awakened the entity.
I summoned the ghost of the doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit!
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
Hey, well.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
Is it over here? Yeah. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Another postcard. Can I take this chair for a spin? Or get it because it's a spinning chair. Hello. Here is a dice maker.
Hello. I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
I'm just wee with the light.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages.
That's useful.
But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking. Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind? I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your rope.
Oh, I'm glad at least you got them. Sometimes delays are inevitable. At least it was just a few hours. And you got a discount, so that's great.
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
I like role-playing games.
My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there. Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people. We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Rats scuttle in the dark rooms, under the abandoned blow dryers and dusty mannequins. Cobwebs cover rotors and radio computers alike. So much failure.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
Who wouldn't like it either? The others would laugh at you.
Of course, of
A
course.
bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. It's not about
Thank you,
the head, it's
conceptualization.
about confidence.
Shut the fuck up, composure. What's wrong with a bit of experimenting?
Yes, it just wasn't the time yet.
What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemiteps Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs.
Who's Kuno?
Ginger Gremlin, who likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back. It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
You should have known it.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since. Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
What's a snuff milieu? Trust me, you don't want to know.
It's a radio show that's snuff.
They never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
What's a snuff milieu?
It's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get
It's a red room, but podcast.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that. As if
Yeah.
it's just another piece of information to lay out.
It is! It is just another piece of information.
What does she mean to get off on it?
Were they arrested?
I believe the ICP got them. They have a special division that deals exclusively with Sub Rosas.
It's the Copperpedia reporting in. ICP stands for International Collaboration Police.
In any case, I don't think it's your job to worry about what happens on Milius. I probably shouldn't have even mentioned it. Things like that are better forgotten. You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist?
But what?
He did drugs.
exactly?
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemical.
Formaldehyde?
I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder. The smell was awful.
It is probably formaldehyde.
Even you can probably do better than that.
Even me?
There used
Damn.
to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
I didn't know the insect had any rights. Or
Yeah,
activists.
the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. Then you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket.
I thought it was pronounced chitin.
And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I'm glad someone took care of the little guys.
Really? Anyway. They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
I hope they cut someone's heads off with the ski. I think they would be apt.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is. The usual, I imagine, that he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns. But Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those keys and blades are still lying around in the house.
Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
No, we're making a sword. Interfacing. No. Tell me about it. Tell me about the sword.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio. They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. The usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
Showing up to work on time is hard.
It's not.
Scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult.
Yes, that part is true. It is incredibly hard.
So is producing something extraordinary. Anything else? Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Fritte does the same thing.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
What about the bear?
The bear.
It didn't work out?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Ravachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I'm sure the bear was doing its best.
Maybe. Because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't doing his best, I mean.
How come?
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
Sounds cool. Scary, but cool.
Megatherion?
Megatherion. A mega wild beast. It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Nice.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
I do drugs. I've got a vision beast myself.
Do you? Well, good luck keeping it under control.
Thank you.
Anyway, now
I
we
am
know the
trying.
story of the fallen ice
Hey,
cream empire.
Spookums.
Outside it's light. Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of snow.
Anything else? Another Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the doomed commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
Right. It used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick-track, especially pinball.
What the fuck is Trick Track?
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Tricentennial Electrics? It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
No, it was something else. It was eerie. It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or...
A
Whatever happened,
ghost.
keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
I'm gonna narrow my eyes.
Eerie? Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No, sure, I'm listening. I'm pretty sure it's... Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else? I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow? Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex. And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts.
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons. Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity?
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity. Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Oh, I didn't get this before. I'm gonna narrow my eyes further.
So I'm the grand dragon in the cave. Might I ask what supports this claim?
I yelled and you answered. I'm gonna squint my eyes even further.
Ethereal? Thank you, but I think it's just the lighting.
No, it's the troubled color of energetic vibrations.
Yeah, the vibrations.
You. Show me a person in Martinez who doesn't have any tragedies in their past, and then we'll talk. If you ever find a way to explain all those inconsistencies in the curse, then let me know.
That's all she has to say on the subject. She has been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see. Plaisance needs to hear about this. Perhaps if you combine your psychic energies, you will make sense of the situation.
I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things. Nothing really. I didn't know him. I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home. I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And
she's heard of the murder, but did not.
But I never saw any.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Okay, I'm gonna look around. Further. Okay. I'm gonna order a die.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
I am.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
I want a cursed dice.
What do you mean by cursed?
Abracadabra, perish like this world.
Alright, how about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed die.
Let's fucking go.
Great, see you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
Nothing else. Kim went to deliver the corpse because I don't know how to read. I'm so sorry, man. So sorry, Mando. But he will be back tomorrow. But I just don't know how to read, you know? And now I don't have boots. Or corpses. Or Kim. Which is the most tragic part of all of this, is not having Kim with me. Antique Belle Macabre. I'm saving this for Kim though. I'm gonna do this with Kim because he wanted to know. We'll do it tomorrow with Kimmy.
What have you found? And a novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
She is not the one to blame.
I don't understand. If it's not her...
She's squeezing on the pendant too. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
I'm gonna lie. It's a taxidermist.
Oh, how horrid! I knew something wasn't right about that place. Tell me, did you find a way to break the curse?
I performed the ancient Seminese dispelling rites.
Of course. I trust my Seminese wards and charms kept you safe while you perform the ancient rites. All that matters is that the energies are retreating. I can already feel the curse lifting. It will be a long time until we're fully free of it, of course. But still, thank you, officer. Truly,
You're welcome.
You brought a better psycho-emanation to this humble bookstore, and that's no small achievement.
That's what I'm all about, those psycho emanations. I emanate psychopath energy. Okay. Okay. Okay, I gotta go talk to Joyce then. Pass some time.
She so badly wants this to be over. She would have believed anything.
It was the
It
spirit
will
of
only last a day or
Christmas.
two, a week tops. Then her mood will sour and she will feel the curse again.
You know, I won't be there then, so it's fine. Do-do-do-do. Ba-do-do-do-do-do.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? On the contrary, officer, there are yet camioners you have not talked to. I suggest you go back and canvass for more suspects.
Okay,
More lessons in basic reality?
now that we're alone, what is pale?
Are you sure you're sure? Your colleague seemed adamant.
What is the pale?
Okay. The pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the interocellular mass. Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness. It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic. The further into pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension, right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working.
They never worked, actually.
It may be impossible. Oh, it is so difficult for us. It is possible to force dimensions on the pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path. But it is still hard for humans to navigate the pale without getting lost. Or having our extensively. Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter. They call it the blend over of the self. The pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes, it feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of pale exposure per year.
It's more for her. Way more.
No, nameless detective of the Citizens Militia. I am a member of the Entreprenetic Business Class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of pale transit annually.
Someone else you've met may have been exposed as well. The strange...
Yes, carried in the hulls of airships. It's a horrific job. Automation will abolish it soon.
You should ask the pal driver about this. See what she says. That poor woman must have stories to tell, like you wouldn't imagine.
Up to my gills, officer. Entreprenetics is the scientific study of the pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of grant.
Oh god, the tracking really is better. You can see how much I shake. It's not like the model unfunctioning or anything. It's me. That's how much I shake. Oh damn, this was a A very big update indeed.
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years. Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later. Hybrid airships, Detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended. Once you've crossed from near Pale...
This is all new for me, by the way.
In essence, we throw them in...
In my first playthrough, I only talked to her when she was already on the other side.
Then they don't.
Gone, like a skipping stone beneath the surface.
The Pale outweighs
Also, I was never
2 to 1.
without Kim in
There
my
is more
first
Pale than
playthrough.
there is matter, and the ratio is slipping. What do you think, Detective? Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate. An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists. Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge. I suggest you do the same.
Off we go. You see the...
One and all. They say Pale is death, but for the universe.
Why should we just leave, and the world...
No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
As your gaze instinctively turns north, a small black pit opens up in your stomach.
An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the Pale. Rolling. Evaporating.
Rolling.
The area of transition between the world and the Pale is called porch collapse. Imagine a grey coronal mist, cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism, a mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's
The most disco.
thing you will ever see.
You hear your pulse rise. The air feels caustic and cold suddenly.
Yes, sweet reality.
Okay, this part about the Pale is very cool.
Tell me, Detective, is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything? Then tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
It's disco.
Mm-hmm. You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then...
The investigation will be my masterpiece. The one they remember me by, I promise.
So, I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile, you have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time. Glad to have been of assistance.
Okay, I'll talk to the Pale driver then. This is all new for me. The things you learn when you're not doing whatever the heck I was doing in my playthrough.
The woman is still hunched over the railing.
Huh?
What is
I
it?
think I know what's
What do you
going on
want?
with you.
And what is that?
You're a Pale driver. You transport goods through the Pale.
Oh meu Deus.
Oh meu
The
Deus!
Roman solved the case.
Oh meu Deus!
And here I was, thinking you were an idiot. So, are you? An idiot, I mean? Like Gabriel Buenguerro in Segúreme, Paraíso. You're the
Segura-me
opposite
paraíso.
of me, then. I remember everything, even the things I never knew.
Damn. Just 1 second. Two seconds even. I knew things were going too well. There we go.
The smell of liquor on Gabriel's lips after the shoot. In the motor park. The roses on the day of Franco Negro's coronation. On the grand stairs of Ryle. The smoke from the fowling piece when Dolores Day was shot. The look on her face, like an orgasm. The wound in her chest. My hand in my father's hand. Except I never had a father, and I never shot her innocent Dolores Day. Heroic doses, Harifia. Heroic. Thought insertion? Dithering? The Grad Catalan Magistral? It's more than dangerous. It's sad. But at first I had to make a living. Now, when you've seen it all go away like that, rolling off like the sea, and then come back to this? What are we doing here? For thousands of years, Gabriel. It doesn't have to be like this. We can just give up. We can just become a vapor. Like looking into the ocean at night, in the dark. You cannot see it, but you know it's there. And it's big, bigger than anything.
I mean, I can see the ocean.
Bigger than all the other things combined. Nothing. Until it starts. When you are deep enough. Then, for me, it's like autumn. Dark, gray, and orange. The orange of street lights and the color of streets in electric light. It smells like autumn too. It smells terrible.
Nostalgia. Cooped up in the cabin, shaking. Terrible nostalgia. For yourself. For humans. It's too much to bear. She loves it.
In the belly of an airship, behind the steel windows. So you don't look straight into it. It's not advised to look into it. No, the same one, a roller. They all are nowadays. Special wheels for connecting to the floor of the hold.
The wheels all small and round. Multi-axle trailers.
Yes.
I feel I already have what you have in some way.
Let's say there is a point. One that I have not crossed. In the Pale, super deep. If you stray too far, of course, on the U41A, or in Lomonosov's land, where every step you take is one step further from home, no matter the direction. It's a point you cannot come back from. Your mind becomes so radiant with the past, there is a flip. Instead of writing, it erases memory, nearing some kind of indescribable finale. Maybe you've been down the motorway south? It's a story as lone horsemen tell. Lone horsemen, Jarife, not Pale drivers. Way beyond the established Pale that's lit by radio frequencies, where it goes dark, and the process begins, erasure, kilometer by kilometer, in any direction. The motorway south is a road you cannot come back from. No one knows what's at the end. I've only glimpsed the beginning. I've only felt it in the distance, when I was a child. A child growing on the leg.
Ooh, I want to know that. Ooh, I gotta internalize that. Ooh, I gotta know. I gotta know.
There is nothing more to do now. She's far away. She is receding in the clutches of some indescribable scattered emotion. The child descending. The woman looks.
Ooh, I gotta know. I gotta know. I gotta know. I guess I gotta talk to the racist cunt. That's the only lorry driver I'm missing.
Right to work. When a bunch of beats me.
When the man moves around, you perceive there's something odd in the way his shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit. He ignores your question. Silence is the answer. There's something. You've been talking to him for quite a while now.
What's it to you?
Curiosity.
Big mess caused by union greed.
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter for jobs. He seems a more brutal, cunning, and suspicious person. Just a hunch. Or you just might be paranoid.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know that you worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
Looking for something on drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miri. They know they can't beat us.
I'm not gonna listen to him.
So they have to get us to weekend. Not in, not out. I'll never beat. I don't know shit. And if I did, what do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some Kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it.
Yes. Can I internalize now? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's all I want to know for now.
Since you left, I haven't had any. It's a fucking travesty, is what it is. Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be so. Of course, he's a lorry driver. What? His tribe are not. Guess so.
Everything still drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs. That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But I am not a lawyer.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet,
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater. No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
realizing he can't get out of it, Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. No, I just forgot. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity. No! That's insane. It's the fat hater. He's been eyeing me for a week and he sent you here. Maybe he's the one, huh? Have you thought about that? Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get crowd, you know.
There's more here. He's afraid of this crowd, whoever they are, more than he is of the racist lorry man.
Okay, look. There's bad people here doing bad things. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've been in Revachol for 15 years, working my way up. It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Interesting. Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. I don't know.
It could be. She was strange.
I don't know. I'm not local. All right. Very cool. Let's cap this off with a purchase. A pair of funky sunglasses, detective? You deserve it. And I deserve it too. Don't you think?
Okay, 50-50, let's go.
No need to
Bam.
this one up.
Oh, okay. But what? Ah, yes. You see,
Gosh diddly darn it. No one wants to give me money.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam. I don't want to talk about that. Man, I was hoping it isn't gonna be her. All I can say, thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret from a friend, an acquaintance. I don't know. She was a youngish woman, blue and violet, died. It was violet when she...
Then she may have dyed it again.
I didn't, man. I told you I was...
It's true. We would have caught a lie. But a kind heart is tricky.
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let... That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out. Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her. Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked... Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are...
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. Push Tommy, and it will break his heart and his spirit. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, son.
Thank you, friend.
I'll try the racist man again, Tommy. Damn.
Looking for something? I don't know what you're talking about. Listen up, fuckwit. You don't scare me. You cubs don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. I ain't saying nothing. No, I'm not. I'm not coming anywhere. I don't know what you're talking about. Listen up, fuckwit. You don't scare me. I ain't saying nothing. I'm not in trouble right now. And I don't know what you're talking about. Listen up, fuckwit. You don't scare me. You cub. I ain't saying nothing.
What? Here on the street? You, I don't know what you're talking. Listen up, fuckwit. You all bark and no bite. The real dogs are up in Jamrock. Everyone knows that. No, I'm not. I'm not coming anywhere. I don't know what you're talking. He did something. He stole his
The man bites his lip and drops the near-finished.
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen up.
Can't I just punch him?
You cubs don't. I ain't saying no. I'm not in trouble right now, and I don't have to tell you a single thing. Now, fuck off.
A lorry stuck in the windows are clear. The driver has the back end of the cabin as a small perch to sleep.
I gotta ask Tommy.
The woman look.
Huh? What is? Did you just call me a?
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it. The woman's malevolent cackling fills the roundabout.
I'm a lady like you are, Gabriel Buenguerro. Only in dreams. I'm only terrifying to small children, and to those who used to know me.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was. How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to? Oh, Sim.
Okay, Tommy. I tried.
Still here, stuck in this damn... What? You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it.
I wouldn't be so sure, Tommy. Imagine it. An explosion of stars. Goodbye world of men, money, and machines.
I thought you were different. Here.
The keys to a motor lorry. Pretty complex.
Her lorry's still here. Down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these. That's all I know. Last Friday. No. I don't know. She left them to me. Because she trusted me. So I can get it out of the way when the jam breaks loose. Otherwise...
The other drivers would have to break in there to get the machines moving. And they would find what's hidden inside. Something incriminating.
I bet you are. Nah.
I'm sorry, Tommy.
This green found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days. This is the one the man pointed to, his friend's lorry. The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of the seat and two steering levers. The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced. There's no... You push the key into the lock and turn. It makes a cracking sound. Then the door pops back a few centimeters. You can just... The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s. One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. Wait, doesn't she? resembles someone you know. But you can't put your finger on whom exactly. This is Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death. She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here on Boogie Street, a mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was afraid of the world and the camera too. The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat. Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to the peculiar frequency tableau indicates that at least 128 stations have been saved on this radio. It has to be an advanced model to fit so many frequencies next to each other without blending them together. Not without the dial key, no. Unclear. The ghostly actresses and the rusty toolbox. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like, but one odd detail does catch your eye. Sandpaper adds extra grip, matching one of the footprints found from the crime scene, which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching. You've identified the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys had anything to do with the drug trade? You should talk to them, see what they've got to say for themselves. The movie stars are still smiling from the metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty. It's an issue of Périphérique from last Wednesday. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations. These formulas look oddly painful. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Radio, a metallic drawer, slides out from the pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is you close the rusty old lorry door. Your job here is done.
Can I give the key back to Tommy, at least?
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
I'm not gonna report for that, Kim.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
I'm just a single clown.
Again.
Good one, Titus.
About fuck like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course. No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Who fucking who? Stuff's probably from Jamrock.
Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man. The place is a paradise. And all thanks to Hardy Boys.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics. My answer is fuck.
And here we go.
I know. Fatty walked on all fours.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
He
That sound like
might.
his voice? You heard him. It was Angus on all fours. Anything else you need to know?
Kim is gonna be so proud of me.
I've got nothing to say.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are.
Can I help you?
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little. The mention of mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Horse need more vodka?
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, turning it up seems like a dangerous idea. Honestly, the place is a powder keg. The cook gives you a long, disappointed look. He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door. You see a heavy steel door with the door does not.
Let me see if I have any fund to exchange. Sorry, I didn't want to talk to you. Sorry.
The tear machines, your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money. Do you know what you should do with that?
No, thank you.
Hola, Wandering Man.
Oh, you're back here?
The unpromising race pupil returns. I am not the first line of defense. I am the last.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is a...
Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler. Find out for yourself. Endomorphic blob.
Okay, I'll try and do some white checks then. If I can do any of them even at all.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta. No, hold on.
Nope. Kuno, any news, Mike Kuno?
Fuck does Kuno care?
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S.
I got it on 28! Numbers are fake. Numbers are fake. Numbers are fake. numbers are fake. I've told you time and time again that numbers are fake.
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two.
No shit, empathy.
Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him. Also, Kuno hasn't stopped talking to you, even enjoys it from time to time. When you talk to the other one, it's like talking to a cornered animal. She only hisses and says murder was the case that they gave her. All in all, Kuno respects madness.
Hell yeah.
Hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Fuck you whispering about?
Fuck you whispering about, mate?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about?
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
What's up with there?
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell you? Kuno told you. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips.
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
He's meant everything he said before. But right now, he not only means it, he is sincere.
Killing is serious shit. Kuno's always serious about the 488.
488. The criminal code doesn't go higher than 190.
She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes. Fear.
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno. Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
What's the real deal?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
I mean, I'd say snuff radio is less than hurting animals, but either way, it's a fucked up scale. She's, what's the word? Finnish. She's Finnish.
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of air people or some shit. Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Sounds boreal, like something from the tundra and tiger-covered Cutler, Isola. Far, far away from here. As far as possible, really. You mean evil little red-haired people like her? Yes, they do. The Suruese have that ginger gene.
Suruese? Like that man from Shelmdall shit? She could be. She could
be that evil shit.
Revelshot does have a small Suruese community. Or she climbed into a yakberry crate and was shipped over accidentally.
Probably. I think it's the second option.
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in. Like a mad dog or some shit. Yeah, she was just there.
What was that, Kuno?
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark. Yeah, that's the place. She was just balled up near the closet, psycho style. Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out. I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there, or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno. How's Kuno dealing with this? Kuno's dealing with it just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with this, waving your gun, mad dog shit. Kuno remembers what you did there. Kuno's got this shit under control.
You need backup. I'm here for you.
Listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, you fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You wave your gun around her one more time. Try to take it away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
He may not be able to do it, but he will try. Right now, he believes he will.
Understood, Kuno.
All right. Now we can do business. Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Don't hook him up with shit, Kuno!
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. See, it's tension and release with Kuno. Now we releasing. The pan buying shit, that's on now too. 90% discount for Kuno's pig.
Hell yeah.
Kuno flexes for hobos. Kuno sees you're in need. Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it. Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed. Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? In your condition?
I have to try for Kuno.
Like half. A baggie, but like in this vial. Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is giant grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it.
I'm not doing it for the drugs, I'm doing it because I want to punch Kuno's dad.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
Okay, Kuno's listening.
I'm going in for Revachol.
Sure, whatever. If you survive, make sure to bring that shit back to Kuno.
Oh, fucking hell. Guys, Kim is gonna find my corpse in the morning.
Just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Kuno knows everything. Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckheads.
Fucking A.
That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Kuno cares a little, actually. Kuno does care a little.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Kuno does care, actually. Kuno is caring a lot right now, actually. Should I try and do it before I am today. Listen, I'm not gonna... I don't want to leave myself in a cliffhanger because I've never done this. Damn, being a good cop is boring, I gotta say. Never do things by the books, I tell you. Apartment 12.
A shabby door hangs oddly on
Oh
its
boy,
hinges,
here we
secured
fucking
to the
go.
doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno Doroita. Your heartbeat quickens, palms go sweaty. The
Arm spaghetti.
is singing you her song.
Oh boy, okay. Ooh. Palms are sweaty, arms spaghetti, I'm bruschetti,
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno Doroita.
Alright guys. Here we fucking go.
Snip. The cutter goes through them like dead leaves. The links fall to the ground on the other side of the door. Don't let the quiet fool you. The beast is in there somewhere.
Oh my god.
Ready to rip you to shreds with a broken bottle. You can just go in now. Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you? Nothing, nothing. You're right. Get in there. Deep.
I like the
Invade
cheese
every
man,
person's
I
space.
guess.
Break every lock.
I'm just browsing.
That's what it is. A quick peek here.
Yeah, I'm just taking a gander. Very delectable. I'm just taking a peek see. You know? I'm gonna shit my pants, yo. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna die. Okay. Oh god. He snores like my dad.
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle of amphetamine, conveniently equipped with a straw.
What if I just kill him in his sleep first? Have we consider that? My dad doesn't wake up. I can just... I can take his pants. Yeah, I'm gonna need some composure pants indeed. I'm gonna need some composure for this.
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched. The magnesium levels in your blood are dangerously low. It's about the low magnesium levels and not the high alcohol levels. Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
So I need to mag it sideways?
Sideways? What are you talking about? You need to mag it up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already.
It's okay.
The description is insane amounts of magnesium. Yes, if you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to transcend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system.
Yeah. Do all the things just give you debuffs?
Just remember, it's not the alcohol. By more
No, it's not the alcohol.
alcohol is not the problem, and it's
It disinfects you if you drink ungodly amounts of vodka. The whole inside of you gets disinfected.
It's the lack of magnesium and excess of coffee.
Exactly.
You should stop drinking coffee. It wreaks havoc on your gastrointestinal system.
Me, who was never once drunk coffee. Okay, I'm gonna... Buddy pal. Buddy. Before I smother you, if I'm careful...
You pocket the bottle as if it were. Blast it before you face the beast. Deruita. You're going to need...
Alright. Now we're cooking. I don't think we're cooking, my dudes. We're cooking. Let's fucking go for Kuna!
A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed. A stained parka. Some towels and a duvet. Some socks even. Something underneath there.
It's a cat.
It doesn't give a shit that you're a cop. Stop your hand now, or you're gonna die.
Kuno needs me.
No one's going to blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this. Just get out.
No, for Kuno.
Your hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There is something alive underneath it.
For Kuno.
You see a 60-year-old fat red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol and God knows what else. The smell of shit rises from his mouth. You don't have to take him down. He's already down.
I took your amphetamine, man.
Silence. Only heat emanates from the sleeping body. The light from the window is weak, but it seems like he is. His wild, unwashed mane bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. There's still plenty to be scared of here, just not what you thought. No response. A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty. His half-open eyes give him the look of a dead man, but he is in there and not enjoying himself.
Oh, he has narcolepsy. I mean... 50... Numbers are not real. Oh, fuck.
The aging alcoholic is still there. The man groans.
Numbers are not real.
But his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. A hand emerges from the blankets, trying to gesticulate something. And then it dawns upon you, clear and surreal. Pig, he said. He's trying to call you a pig.
Fuck you! Die!
His hand falls back on the bed, limp and defeated. A loud snore escapes his mouth. He's asleep again. The pile of blankets, a lump of flesh, is sticking out from under the... A groan rises.
Was that it?
The aging alcoholic is still silence, only heat. The light, there's still plenty to be scared of here. No response. His half-open... The light, there's still no response. His half-open...
Is that it? disappointing. I wanted to smother him. I was already with the wrench and the... Boo! Kuna, I think I failed you, my dude. Kuna... Kuna... I feel disappointed. Kuna... I didn't want to murder him, just mess him up. This was just a little bit too real. Too close to real life. No catharsis.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I took her out of the drug situation.
So you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, give Kuno Kuno's kilo, then Kuno gives you half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way. Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker, distracted him. That's some sick shit. Tell your little slanty-eyed friend, respect from the Kuno.
I'm alone, Kuno. But that would have been a great plan. Honestly, you're onto something.
Kuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo. Kuno knows what Kuno means.
Fair is fair.
Wow, that's heavy. There you go. More than half in there. Kuno's fucking honorable like that. Now tell me, how the fuck are you still alive, pig?
Both, Wall. I think it's both.
Fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit. Yeah, that's right. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants to pound on people and drink. That's right, it's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground, Leroy shit, ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we got plans.
6 meters underground, below piping from before the war, the collapsed remains of the Martinez storm drain system. There are 2 stolen flashlights with piles of batteries next to them, beside 2 bedrolls, in the dark and opening into the lower tunnels.
Yeah, you do some Sambo shit, sneak in. Was the Beano-clad hooker thing real? What?
His posture changes. The swaying rooster motion stops for a second. Then he gets it going again. Reorient.
Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Kuno's dad. You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window.
I don't want you to be in this situation anymore. But this is supposed to be the fun playthrough. Am I real with you? Or do I add fire to the flames? No, he's not though.
Yeah, fucking nothing. Fucking coma shit, stroke shit. Kuno's dad is so fucking violent. He's had a stroke many times. Shit. Kuno's gonna have one too. Gonna be just like Kuno's dad. Speed shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed. Kuno's gonna go out like Kuno's dad. Revachol West style.
Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno.
Fuck are you talking sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit.
You don't have to turn into that.
Get your fucking nun ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think 'cause you brought Kuno 1 gram of speed, your friends now? Turn into... Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is that shit.
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
Yeah, pig, this shit is done. Now get the fuck out of Kuno's face. Kuno needs to drop the bomb. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I think I turned things worse.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Well, this is what we get for being without Kim for a stream. Oh boy. Well, I've seen a lot of things that I had never seen before. I can see clearly now. The rain is falling, apparently. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And, are my dice ready? I don't think they are. Yeah, 8 hours, so it's just like at night. So I guess I'll pick them up tomorrow. Yeah, I think next time we're just gonna read a book and wait for nighttime. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.